Yo, I'm late. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? All right. So, bro, we have a week until the test. Hope you guys know that. Oh man, look at all those names, man. It feels like summer. Get this lint off this microphone real quick. We're gonna go over the, I think we're gonna do that Sheba's poem on the Sheba's poem on the OG Tejas. Because I want to do some like kind of standard reading comp today. But the poem is very good. I must say, the poem that you wrote kind of touched me, man. It was very profound. Yeah. The pumpkin is scary. Well, it's Halloween, dude. Happy Halloween, everybody. Yeah. So, happy Friday, by the way. Normally Fridays are a pretty light stream. So if you guys have any questions, now would be a good opportunity to get it done. What's up, Brielle? Dude, nice thumbnail, Tejas. All right. So, guys, I have, did you prepare fresh questions? Venna, I did prepare fresh questions today. So we have only the freshest questions for you guys. And I know you guys have been asking for it. So, no, it's not Halloween today. No, I didn't carve that pumpkin. I just was really late. And so I just picked the first picture that really came across the Google search. Oh, thanks for the $1.99, Asta Labor. E. Thanks. That is... oh, thanks, Asta Labor. You got it, man. It's easy when you guys are grinding as hard as you are. Cool, man. So, did I prep some ELA? I did prep ELA. I promised all week. I was like, I'm going to prep ELA. And you guys didn't believe me. But guess what? That's right. We have some ELA to do today. So I just want to wait like a minute more or whatever until everybody gets in here. And then we'll start doing the ELA prompt and questions that I have ready for you guys today. You had to do age games in class today? Did you crush it, April? I bet you did. Thanks, Miscellaneous. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we will be doing some reading comp today. So definitely if you can switch over to a larger screen, go ahead and do it. Yes, there is going to be math. Elect Macau, there's going to be some math in the second half, dude. The whole thing's not going to be ELA. Thanks, Fall. All right. So, dudes, it's Friday. This is your last weekend free. This time next week, you guys are not going to be laid back relaxing. You guys are going to be stressing, probably. 1 week. Yep. Okay. So that should be enough time for everybody to get here, kind of get organized. I want to get started with some ELA. And yeah, I have music this year, Simon. We're constantly improving around here. Oh, thanks, Nate. Yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I'm looking forward to your guys' test next weekend. That's going to be so much fun. Remember, dudes, and this is my biggest piece of advice. If you could do one thing between now and the test, it's get your head right. Don't overestimate the test. Don't underestimate the test. Just know it's going to be a challenge. Just like if I gave you a dirt path and I said, run this path as fast as you can. Just do it and focus on what you're doing as you're doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah, except for Friday. So stress next week, but Friday, you just got to let it go. And yeah, we only have one more week of streams because next Friday, that's going to be my last day. Then I go on vacation starting on Saturday. So I'm not going to be around to answer emails or to do streams or anything like that. So we got one more week. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's good vibes, Simon. Thanks, man. Okay, cool. So let's get cracking into the ELA I have for you guys today. Did I prepare for you guys? I did. I didn't just hang out all day. I actually worked for you guys. So check this out. Wow. Wow. Oh, wait. Cool. Okay. So here is the passage. Short passage. I didn't really proofread it. But here it is. So go ahead and take a minute and a half or 3 minutes or whatever to read this. Answer the first question. You can throw your answer into the chat, or you could throw it into the poll in the upper right corner of the screen. There's a poll you can throw your answer into. Okay, so let's get it. What's up, Sing? Doing some ELA, boy. Okay. So we have Shade, Asta Labor, Sorry, Huh, Nazir all coming in, kind of co-signing each other there. Prominent Monster, Nahar, Sorry, Rodney, Nadeblade, yep. A lot of co-signing on this one. Okay, Money, Ranger, Macau, yeah, Xiao, Rona, ZHG, yeah, auditioning, Shaw, Xiao. The poll is that in the upper right corner of the screen, there should be an eye icon. If it's not, because you're on mobile or whatever, then that's fine. Laurel's got D. Yeah, a lot of people are coming around on D on this one. So go ahead and throw your answer into the poll if you haven't already. And we're going to go over all of these at the end. So yeah, it seems like a lot of people are pretty confident with their answer here. So let's cruise into number 2 here. Okay. Number two. Let's get it. I'll give you guys another minute and a half. Okay. About 30 more seconds, guys. What did I tell you about underestimating Nadeblade? Don't underestimate it. I've seen Joe Mama around. I got these questions. I made these questions myself, Macau. Like I said, only the freshest of the freshy fresh for you guys. Okay. All right. So that's a minute and a half. All right. So we will go over the answers at the end. Ooh, okay. So very interesting. I'm very interested to see what you guys put. So make sure to put your answer in the poll so I can see how you guys are doing. This question formatting is really whack. Hold on. There we go. All right. So question number 3. Let's get it. Yeah, don't forget to smash that like button if you love studying on a Friday night. All right, I'll give you guys like another 45 seconds for this question. Make sure you feel good about it. I kind of want to see what the poll is saying. I can't believe I can't like look at card clicks. So a lot of answers coming in. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, I guess it's not 10 days anymore. I need to change the description. Okay, about 15 more seconds, 10 more seconds. Okay, I just pulled up the poll so I can see what you guys think here. Ooh, interesting, interesting. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. And the fourth question now. Very interesting going into the polls, guys. Very interesting, I must say. All right. So let's get this fourth question. Question number 4. You ordered 6 orders of curly fries? That's a solid, solid order. That's a really good order, actually. No way you read this poem, Ricky. Absolutely no way. Yeah, you know what? I have not seen Tammy in a long time. That's a good point, April. Like I've seen her on the Discord, but I've not seen her in the streams. Okay. Yeah, I know, but I get to look at the poll sometimes before the explanations. I get to look at it live as it's going down, and that is interesting to me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Last question. Last question, guys, for the ELA section that I actually prepped for the stream today. Shout out to me for actually prepping the stream. Question number 5. Let's get it. Minute and a half. No way number 4 is familiar. I mean, maybe you've done this passage before. Maybe. But I kind of added to it, so maybe you read like an old version. Okay. So answers are coming in for number 5. Okay. All right. I am so interested to see how you guys did. I'm so interested. I'm just reloading the page right now so I can come on, pause. Please pause. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, my computer is trying so hard. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, a lot of interesting answers here on the poll, I must say. So let's get into it. Okay, so guys, here, let's go through these questions and let's talk about the answers. You may not like it, okay? You may not like it, but there's nothing I could do about it because yeah, these questions are very similar. What I was trying to do with these questions today, April, that's a really good question, actually. What I was trying to do with these questions is work on your guys' inference. Inference. That's what I'm trying to work with you guys right now, because there's a lot of questions out there that are like, what are the details? What are the details? I don't think they're going to be asking that as much. I think what they're going to be asking is, what can you infer from the information in the passage? And so that's why each of these are. So let's go into this first one. Hold on a second. Okay, so the very first question, which type of job does Paul have? So a lot of people straight off the rip really, really love this answer, construction worker. But my question to you is, how do we know that he's a construction worker? Maybe he's a plumber. Maybe he digs ditches. Maybe he's a repairman. Maybe he's a landscaper. We know he works with his hands, and we know he gets dusty and he has to wear overalls and his boots are full of mud, but we don't know why, right? So we actually can't say for sure that he's a construction worker. That's why we have to go with the passage does not indicate, even though it seems so likely that he probably is something like a construction worker. Since it doesn't say it exactly, we can't imply it. So that's why I'm asking these questions. There are some things you can infer, and there's other things you can't infer. And this is one of those that you can't infer. Now, if he walked in, took off his tool belt, took off his hard hat and his safety goggles and his safety vest, then yes, you're working on a construction site, you are a construction worker. But just by having muddy boots and dusty overalls, he could work in a factory. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first one. Who digs ditches? Well, it's more with like people supervising machines that dig the ditches, but that's neither here nor there. All right, Paul, most likely. Now, this one is a very interesting question. A lot of people like this answer. B is overly messy at work, right? Why would a construction worker have muddy boots? Because they're working in the rain? I don't know, dude. Construction workers like work in the dirt, man, because there's no buildings there. They're building the building that's going to go on. I mean, I don't know why I'm explaining to you what a construction worker is. 2, Paul, most likely. A lot of people like this overly messy. Now, this is kind of picky, but overly messy? Can we make the assumption that he's more messy than he should be at work? Can we make the assumption that he's spilling things everywhere and getting extra dusty and extra muddy? Not really. Now, if it said he is messy at work, then maybe you could justify that. But overly messy? There's actually nothing in the passage. Yeah, exactly, April. Yeah, exactly. So we don't know what the standard of messiness should be. Maybe he's the cleanest guy at his workplace, but he's still working outside, so he's going to get a little dirty. We have to figure out what we can imply and infer, and we have to figure out what we can't imply and infer. But dudes, check this out. With the sun rising just over the horizon, reach back into that brain of yours and ask yourself, when does the sun rise over the horizon? Rising over the horizon. That's in the morning, bro. That's sunrise, bro. And sunrise is in the morning. And Paul is getting home then. So... Oh, you thought overly said overally? Yeah, overally. That's a solid word, Tejas. Yeah, exactly, Macau. Exactly. Sun rising. Yep. So he's working overnight because he gets home while the sun is just barely rising. So shout out to all my dudes who have to work overnight. That is hardcore. Definitely have had to do that before. So yeah, we know that he works the night shift. We can't make the assumption about the amount of jobs or his position at work. We really can't make that assumption. Okay, and notice all of these are inferences, bro. We have to use evidence to make assumptions. Just think of yourself as like a cop where you're like solving a case. You know what I'm saying? You got to use the evidence to make a logical leap. Know what I'm saying? But it is 16 hours more at night? What? Wait, what? He would end at night? And he did the work for a long time? What? Always the fact he started work in the morning? It never says he starts work in the morning, does it? It says he had just worked 16 hours in the rain. That can be overnight. You can start working at like 6 p.m. and get off at 8 a.m. and that's 16 hours. Or that would be, now you can start working at 4 p.m. and then get off at 8 a.m. and that would be 16 hours. So that doesn't justify that it's not in the morning. And just because Alice leaves a new garbage bag every morning, she might do it when she wakes up because she knows he's getting home soon. Do you know what I'm saying? So we can't actually make an assumption for that. Yeah. Okay, well, just send me an email, Azam. I got you, bro. I think you can use a highlighter on a test. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, he's working for 16 hours, whatever, but we just know that he gets home when the sun's rising. We know that Alice leaves a trash bag out for him in the morning when he gets home. So yeah, he works overnight, bro. Let's go into this third question. Alice can be characterized. Okay. So here is a little difficult, right? A lot of people are between caring and thoughtful and particular and understanding of Paul's lifestyle. So we have to figure out what we know about Alice. And so in order to do that, we have to go. It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean, Prominent? What do you mean it doesn't make any sense? I think it does. 8 a.m. that also includes the morning. Are you guys really stuck about the overnight thing? That kind of blows my mind. Yeah, you can't bring water. Yeah, even if it starts in the afternoon, it's still an overnight. He works overnight. That's what it means. Okay, cool. So for this one, we have to know what do we know about Alice? Okay, so let's combine all of the information we know. Alice would have a fit if the boots made it to the welcome mat. Okay. Alice leaves a garbage bag for him. Okay. Puts it by the washing machine as instructed. Okay, so she's instructing him what he needs to do when he gets home. So she is saying, don't bring your boots anywhere near the welcome mat. Put your things in a garbage bag, and I'm instructing you to go straight to the shower. Okay? That's all we know. Oh, and we know that she prefers him to be presentable. Okay. So we know a couple things. We know that she has a lot of rules, and we also know that she has an expectation that when he sits down for a meal that he's clean, that he's presentable. So very interesting. It seems like she's pretty particular to me, bros. None of that really seems that caring. I mean, maybe leaving a garbage bag out for him is kind of caring. And this is actually a pretty good answer because she does seem to understand that he does get messy at work, but all we know about her is that she has a lot of rules for him. And so, yes, that's why the answer for this one is B. Okay. I would read the excerpt first, Sync, for sure. Yeah, I would definitely read the excerpt first. I mean, you can kind of get away with it on science passages and informational passages to read the questions first, but then those are floating around in your mind and the passage is floating around in your mind. It seems like a lot. Obviously do whatever feels comfortable, but my recommendation is always to read the passage first. Yeah, so like I said, asking for strategy asked to Labor. For questions like this, when Alice is being characterized, notice what I did. Notice that I'm not talking about what I know about husbands and wives. Notice I'm not talking about what I think about the situation. I went straight to the passage and I said, okay, what does Alice do? Okay, Alice does that, and Alice asks for this. Okay, well, if you add all of those up, that seems like a pretty particular person. So, yeah. So he would eat after? That just says that he would eat with her after he was presentable. Okay, as Alice often said. So yes, it is his choice to eat with her afterwards, but he needs to be presentable, as Alice says. But I don't think he minds. Like, I don't think it's like a deal breaker for him. He doesn't seem like mad. It's just, that's just what he's got to do to make her happy, I guess. Whatever. All right, number 4. Alice and Paul are most likely, I think you guys slam dunked this one. Do it by memory, read each. So ask the board, I would, if it's a narrative passage or like a biography, or if it's like a journal entry or a poem, read it and absorb it as one thing, then go to the questions. Where if it's like, oh, here are the, migration patterns of a penguin, paragraph 1 is about where they start, paragraph 2 is where they go, paragraph 3 was where they end up. That you can kind of skim through and then hit the questions and then come back to the passage. But generally, I'm a big fan of reading, focusing on the passage, then using your memory and trying to go through the questions quickly. Okay, so Shad wants a redemption. Sorry, buddy. I only have one passage. Sorry. Okay, Alice and Paul are most likely. So a lot of these could be true. They could be best friends. They could be married. They could be father and daughter. Or, maybe it doesn't indicate it. Notice how I'm going to be able to make this assumption or make this inference. Okay, I'm going to go to the passage here. On his way to the house, he quietly walked past their kid's bedroom. Who is there? We only have 2 people mentioned so far in the story, Paul and Alice. So if Paul and Alice have kids, chances are they didn't steal some kids and now they own them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could make the assumption that they're probably married. They're probably a mom and dad together, right? So that's the assumption we can make based on the fact that they both have a kid, or they both have kids together and the same kids. So yeah, that's why we can make the assumption or the inference that they're married, even though the passage doesn't say, because we're asked what they are most likely. If it said Alice and Paul are absolutely, or Alice and Paul are, then we actually cannot make that assumption. But this most likely kind of saves us. It allows us to be a little bit more general. Last question. Alice prefers that Paul is presentable at the meal. Survey says they stole the kids. Yeah, exactly, miscellaneous. Yes, I can think of a scenario where a father and daughter go around the country stealing kids and locking them up, but don't get the house dirty. You know what I mean? Like, is that really what the story is about? Like, can you guess? Yes, you can assume that they stole the kids. Right. Okay. All right, so yeah, I do have 1,000 practice questions on my laptop, but or they could be adopted. But would a father and daughter say their kids? Wouldn't he say his kids and his daughter's stepsister and stepbrother? I mean, we can just make some assumptions here. Last one, presentable. This one is a juicy answer choice. I don't know how much this was chosen or whatever. Juicy answer choice. But this is what ruins answer choices like this. That is very extreme. Very extreme. Does she hate that Paul has to get dirty? I mean, there's no indication of her opinion about it. Okay, thanks, April. I'll look it up. Maybe we can go over it OG. So yeah. Does she hate it? Does she is she furious? I don't know. It seems like she doesn't want the house to be dirty, but it doesn't seem like she hates that he has to work. You know what I mean? Nice, Estelabor. Yeah, exactly. So it's not him putting on a performance. That's not the presentation that's happening. This is just dumb. I just didn't know what else to put for an answer choice. But yeah, D is the answer. And she just wants a nicer house. Maybe she is totally okay every once in a while with a dirty house. We don't know. But we do know that she likes it clean, and that she would, wake up in the morning, or at least in the morning, put a garbage bag out for Paul. So, she's doing something. She's helping. You know what I mean? She's helping remind him, I see what you're saying, Tejas. I see it. Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's how this one goes. Those are the answers. Question number 1 is D. Question number 2, night shift. C. Question number 3, she's very particular. B. Question number 4, they're married. Okay, they're married. Question number 5 is D. Yeah. Congratulations. That's the ELA, guys. That's the ELA I did. Yeah, that's a good point, April. It's hard. It's very hard to draw a line of distinction about that. I definitely feel that. Yeah. Dude, Shot, we'll do a redemption next week. Bruh. We'll do a redemption next week. You know, ELA takes, dude, that took me a long time to put together, believe it or not. Building material from scratch so that they're fresh is hard, because I can't just like go online and go ELA questions and then download them and do them. I have to like make them, you know what I mean? This is not the end. This is not the end. Why is ELA so hard? Because if it was easy, everyone would do it. Oh, let me get some coffee in my system here. You had a lice check? That's solid, dude. What a time to be alive. The stream is not over. I just needed just drink some coffee. Just hold on a second. Okay. All right. So yeah, a lot of us are taking the test. Well, not me, but a lot of people are taking the test next week. It's going to be really, really excited. Easy 5 out of 5. Okay, I'll have a passage. I'll prepare a passage. I'll prepare a bunch of passages next week, guys. Just be ready for next week. Next week is going to be no joke. We're going to be streaming. Imagine drinking coffee with ice. Well, imagine being a tutor, Asta Labor. How about that? Dude, if you guys were here, I would share my coffee with you. 100%. Yeah. What was in that coffee? Nothing. It's just ice cubes, dude. That's just what it looks like. It's just ice cubes. They're like round ice cubes, and then just coffee from the coffee maker earlier this morning. No, I don't put marshmallows. Yes, I put marshmallow in my coffee. Yes. That's what I do. Okay, so I was thinking of just making maybe some harder problems for you guys today, but I wanted to first throw it open. Yeah, do it. I'll be very nervous when I take the SHSAT, like think about the amount of people who paid for test prep. Yeah, so that's exactly another point, dude. It doesn't change the fact that you are you. Yeah. So, I mean, don't worry too much about it and try not to overthink it. Dumplings, my coffee? Oh my, nah. Do a recap of all of the math stuff? That's a lot. I only have like 30 or 40 minutes, dude. I can't like do all of the math stuff. What? No, people, guys, ask around. People drink coffee with ice all the time. They like, it's so popular that they can even charge you more money for it than normal coffee. So Dan's, if you're interested, actually, this is a really good point because that's the second person to ask for like a overall update. Which way is the slash go? All right, so dudes, that if you go tylertutor.com/math, a lot of the math is on there. A lot of the math is on there. So yeah, definitely check that out if you haven't already. There's a lot of worksheets you can do for free, of course. So yeah. Oh, dude, nice, April. Congratulations. Yeah, that's too bad. Fortunately, not that many people have Tyler Tutor, which is awesome. Panic attack. Skip the open-ended questions for math. That's fine if you skip them. I would try to do them first because you can't guess on them. Early in this morning. Let's see. Every time I've identified. Yeah. Okay, so let's go into a little bit of math today. Let me see. I'm just so like, what do I need to work on? Like, because I've worked on everything with the chat so far. Bisectors and the Pythagorean theorem. I can, actually. I very much can. That actually inspires me to a really good question. So thank you for that, Azam. Let me get my ruler really quick. Is an hour or 10 minutes more good for the ELA? Yeah, that's really good, actually. Yeah, I'm just kind of reading the comments as they come in, I guess. So let's see. Oh, okay, this actually will be a really cool problem, I think. Hopefully. So yeah, it's Friday, guys. You get to enjoy your weekend, get to kick it, relax. And you should do that, dudes. I know you guys are stressing really hard, but at the same time, like, just imagine it like I'm a dude, so I'm always thinking like in terms of sports or whatever. Like, there are very stressful times in life. Like, that's just what happens. Now, do you want to feel stressful while you do it? Or do you want to feel relaxed while you do it? That's your choice. And obviously, just by saying I want to feel relaxed doesn't mean you're going to feel relaxed, but you can start moving your mind in that direction. Mm, okay, cool. So I have a question for you guys. Do combinations and combination repetition? Oh, yeah, we could probably do that. Um, let's see. Your weekend is to keep studying. Nice. Imagine being named Tyler. My life. Dude, we did permutations and combinations like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I made a video series of it. If you go to my channel, there's permutation and combination videos and work that you guys can do. Um, Yeah, that's a really good point, asked to the board. Just because you get into a specialized high school doesn't mean you're going to be the next Bill Gates. Like, it's going to be way harder than you probably expect. So, if you don't get in, I mean, you can still grind and you can still become whatever you want to be. But if you do get in, you're going to be grinding for sure, unless you want to get bad grades. Okay, so here's the question. Um, Here is the question. Lovely. And let's say this is Um, hold on a second. Let me make sure this is like legit, legit. Um, okay, yay. Okay, this is a very hard question. So if this is too hard for you, don't trip because this is about as hard as I think the questions are going to be on your SHSAT. So if you can't do this, don't trip. No problems. We're going to go over it. If you can do this, definitely pat yourself on the back because this is legit. Let's get it. The area of triangle ABE is 24 meters squared. If point E bisects AD, what is the area of ACD? Oh, actually, no, hold up. Um, that was too easy. All right. Now we're here. Lovely. I changed the numbers. So if you started this question, you're going to have to start again because I did change the numbers. I did change the numbers here. Oh, this problem's actually easier than I thought it was, actually. So maybe this isn't as hard as I thought, actually. So this could be easy. Um, yeah. All right, Pew Man with the first answer here. Ooh, retracted. Oh, Pew Man. Oh no, Pew Man. All right, about 30 more seconds, guys. We'll talk about it. Henry. Introvert. Astalabor. Yep. Nazir. Word. I know you guys can't see this, but auditioning. Vena. Dude. Word. Was that Aniket? Yeah, there you go, introvert. There you go. Chip. All right, guys. 10 more seconds. Vena, auditioning. I got you guys. Ranger. Shot. Money, money. Nahar. Shade. Dan's. 144. We got Tejas. All right, so that should be enough time for you guys. Zhao's on 96 too. All right, cool. So let's go into this. Yeah, dude, I really did build you up, but I don't know if it was that hard actually. David got 72, so I got you, David. All right, cool. So let's go into this and let's talk about how it works. Zeden. All right, cool. So yeah, exactly. Dude, you don't need to know the area. I thought this was a harder problem, but then I ended up giving way too much information, so it actually didn't turn to be that hard. But I want to talk about some key concepts here, especially what bisects means. Bisects means that it intersects in the middle. Just like a bicycle where there's two wheels, we have two equal parts when something gets bisected. So we know that it's the middle of this point. So we can do the Pythagorean theorem here, 8 squared plus x squared plus 10 squared. Or we could recognize that this is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle times 2. So that would actually equal 6, and this would equal 6 as well. So once we know that that's 6 and that's 16, then we can very easily find out what the area is, because since it's a right triangle, that's going to be our height as well. So that's our base, that's our height. Our height is 12, our base is 16. So 1/2 base height. 1/2 the base is 8. $96. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Well done. Existential dumpling. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, introvert. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's do another right triangle exercise to see if I can challenge you guys a little bit further with this. Let me see. Ooh, that actually might be a little tough, but let's do that one. Okay. And you guys may recognize this problem from before, but hopefully you guys forget this one. Okay, so what could this be? Give me a second just to make sure these numbers work, because I want to give you the freshest of fresh problems. So let me just put on a little bit of elevator music. Okay, that would be, so then this could be, hold on. So that could be 3. this could be, sorry, this is gonna be a good problem though. Hopefully. Oh, actually that won't work. Will it? No, I need a different one, hold on. So. Okay, so then this could be, or, hold on. I know this is taking a really long time, I'm so sorry. Okay, so that's done, and then this needs to be. Okay, yay! Finally. Okay, so now I can label this. All right. Okay, so here is the question. All right. So check this out, guys. This one is pretty slick, I think. So this isn't foil, by the way, but this is a hard question. So let me just look at the chat to make sure that I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, that's true. Okay, cool. That's pretty much great. High school math science. Actually, I had a student that put HSMCE first. He wanted to go into engineering, so and he lived pretty close to it, so he's like, all right, let's do it. All right, so here is the question. I'm so excited. All right, so that's Joe Mang. All right, so Joe Mang walks home by only taking 90-degree turns. This is like a bird's eye view, by the way, like looking from the top down. The number of blocks are labeled. If he flew straight home, and here's his home. If he flew straight home, how many blocks long would that be? Okay, so what do I mean by that? I mean, where's my ruler? If he were to fly straight home, so from here to here. That's what I want to know. How long is that blue dotted line? Let's go. I'll give you guys like 3 minutes for this one. guys, about 2 more minutes. Let's get Joe Mang home. You always say that, Zhao. Okay. Yeah, this is work, bro. Tejas, sorry. Auditioning. Zeden. Nazir got 21. Alright guys, 1 more minute. Aniket? Nice. Crunchy? Dude, good job, Crunchy. Zhang, 21. Shad got 40. Sing. Neither you probably wouldn't see this. Sing. Alright, cool. So that is enough time. Yep, introvert. That's exactly it. Alright, so that is enough time with this question. So what is being tested here? So you gotta ask yourself. No, I can't erase it, Ricky. I'm sorry. It's in pen. There is no erasing. It's pen, bruh. Yeah, exactly. So we know we have a 90-degree turn. Start categorizing stuff in your head. When you get a 90-degree turn and we get 90 degrees, what are we going to be dealing with? When have you guys seen 90 degrees? Well, definitely when 2 lines intersect, we've seen 90-degree angles. Inside of a circle, we've seen 90 degrees. We've also seen right triangles, which have 90 degrees. And look at all these triangles. Well, each of these triangles is a 90-degree triangle, but how do I know how much just this is and how much just this is? That could be 6 and 4 or 3 and 7. It's impossible to figure out what each of these hypotenuses would be. But we do need to use the Pythagorean theorem. And for those of you who are a little bit like Pythagorean, or maybe you've seen it, but you don't know the name of it, any right triangle, A, B, C, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And that's what we're going to use to solve this, where C is always the hypotenuse. So yes, it's impossible to solve these smaller hypotenuses. That's what's up. But what if we made this one big hypotenuse? Wouldn't that make our life a lot easier? So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Rather than him only walking 2 blocks before turning, what if he just walked all in one direction and then made 1 turn and walked all in the other direction? He'd walk the same amount of blocks. So for example, let me get my ruler so that this is like real noise. What if he walked straight down first? He would go 10 blocks, then 14 blocks. He'd go 24 blocks total. And then what if he turned and walked then? Oh, wow. Then he would walk 2 blocks, then 12 blocks. That's 14 plus 4. That's going to be 18. And this is a right triangle. trying to bold it so you guys can really, really see what I'm pointing out here. There it is. That's where the right triangle is hiding, bros. That is where it was hiding. Rather than going bloop, 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 we only make one turn. We can just imagine that the whole thing is on a grid. So now we can do the Pythagorean theorem. If you're really hip, you'll see that this is a 3, 4, 5 triangle in weighting, but I'm going to do the Pythagorean theorem just to show you guys what's up. There it is. Use the distance formula, Dans? That's the same thing as the Pythagorean theorem, dude. Okay, so 18 squared. That adds up to 900. So 900 equals c squared. I'm going to take the square root of both sides to eliminate that c squared. And then yes. 30 equals c. Bang. This is also a 3, 4, 5 triangle times 6. A 3, 4, 5 triangle times 6. So yes, absolute legends. Absolute legends. Really, really good. Really, really good. The stuff that I give you is hard for sure, but the test is hard, guys. Like, it's a really hard test, and only the top 3% can get into these schools. It's very, very difficult. So yes, the questions I give you are on average a little harder, but yeah. Kid. Yeah. So yeah, that's why it's a little tough. So it is a little bit harder, but yeah, sometimes I do give 9th grade stuff. That is actually, that's actually real talk. Sometimes I do give you 9th grade stuff just because I want to push you guys. You guys know that. Like, I expect a lot from you guys, and you guys have not disappointed me. So yeah. Oh yeah. Also, Shad, that's a super huge point, dude. Don't leave any questions blank ever. Even if you have 30 questions left and you're like, it doesn't matter anyways. Guess, dude. You have a 1 in 4 chance of getting a question right. So let's get it. Make sure you guess, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's very hard, dude. There's no joke. So, I mean, definitely, yeah, this stuff is hard, but keep studying. It's a hard test, dude. That's what's up. So yeah, only a couple people get in, but it can be you. Don't think that can't be you, because it can be you, dudes. Like, yeah. So dude, Gamio, if you think you're going to finish or fail one section, start on the other one and crush it. Because if you get a perfect score in one question, in one section, we talked about it yesterday, you're actually in a super good spot if you get a perfect score in one section. Super good spot. So if you're really good at ELA, go to the ELA first, dominate it. Even if it takes an extra 5-10 minutes, make sure you dominate it. If you're really good at math, do that first and dominate that first. You know what I mean? So yeah, understand what the ELA is talking about. Yeah. Yep, absolutely you should. Okay, cool. So that was a right triangle question. Maybe I could give you guys another one. Yeah, maybe I can give you guys another question here. That'd be kind of a little bit of redemption there. Yeah, let me put on some background music while I think here. Some elevator music for you guys. Dude, does my voice sound weird today? Where did I go? I'm right here. I'm right here, Jank. Do I have videos of actual SHSAT questions? I have videos of official SHSAT questions, but not from an actual testing. They like keep that under lock and key. Yeah, they are wordy prominent, but make sure you read every single word. Yeah, dude, trust me, I know. I wish past tests were released. Like with the SAT, you always get to see kind of where they're at. This is just our best estimates based on what I have seen and based on what Pearson's has kind of released. Oh, okay. I got a good one. I got a good question. I can do questions if you send me one for sure. It's really hard. I'll check my email. I didn't get one from you yet, Anaket. Yeah, I didn't get one yet. Dude, you taking it next week? Yeah. Get it, kid. 79% correct. 45 for correct for each section. It's hard to say, Jank. Send me an email, dude. And then I can talk about it there. What's my email? Dude, that's cool, April. Thank you for sending me that. Yeah. So, dudes, what should you be doing this weekend? This weekend, you should be studying. Yeah, I know. I would wake up this morning when you should wake up for your test. You know, that type of thing. Get your mind right. Put in a couple hours this weekend. There's a bunch of videos, whatever, that, you know, obviously you could look at. I'm like, like dying, dude. Yeah, okay, yep. What a time to be alive. I think this is going to be the end of the stream, guys, because I do have to get going. And just because I feel like my brain is dead, you know what I mean? Don't cram study. Yeah, exactly. Also, don't like overly freak out. Like, keep it in perspective. If you freak out now and like that's all you can think about is how freaked out you are, how is that going to turn into a productive mindset for the test? You know what I mean? So just put it in perspective. Know it's going to be really hard, but also believe in yourself that you can do it. That's kind of key here. Will there be parabolas and stuff, or just normal functions? Just normal functions, cred hits. For 8th grade, yeah. There will not be parabolas for 8th grade. For 9th grade, yes. Yes, there will be parabolas. Yeah. We did 1 ELA passage and 3 math questions. Yeah, it's kind of a slow stream. I get it, for sure. Next week is going to be the grind, though. Dude, thanks, Jang. Appreciate that, bro. What time is the test, Monster? Next week, dude. So yeah, I mean, get ready for it, basically. Like, it's happening, bro. So yeah, thanks for sending me that, Anaket. Guys, don't freak out. Believe in yourselves. Study. And guys, if during this weekend you're like, I don't know what to study, I'm whatever, I don't know how to do this, that's my email. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, dude, I do have videos on foil. That's true. So if you are interested in how to do foil, yeah. But if you guys are interested on how to do anything else and I don't have videos for it, hit me up, dude. Then I got you. Do I love beef? Yeah, I guess I do. Just as long as it's not like, you know what I mean? You got a 5 out of 12? Yeah, some math competitions, Shad, only have like 6 questions. They're like crazy. We can do foil next time. Okay, Sang. We actually did foil yesterday. So just go back and look at the stream yesterday, because we did do some foil. I think that was yesterday, maybe the day before. I don't really remember. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's definitely Friday in my mind, and I only have like 2 more tutoring sessions to go. Yeah. Okay, cool. So guys, this is going to be the end of the stream. I think I'm gonna get out of here. But if you guys have any questions, you know I'm here for you guys. Maybe the stream isn't as like energetic, but I can answer emails. You know how it is. Just as long as it's like, yeah, exactly, April. Yeah. You cracked me up, man. That's funny. All right, dudes, I'm out of here. One more week. Let's keep the grind on.